swallow you. It is standing before you. How will you feel? Restless, hopeless, and full of terror, unable to do anything, to move anyway, anywhere. You are utterly helpless. At that time, all of a sudden, there was lightning in the sky. It was cloudy night. So you came to see that tiger was not real tiger. It was only a stone tiger. Stone. In dark night, it was appearing as a tiger. In a dilapidated, abandoned fort, somewhere near a gate, there was some lion or tigers. They keep that you came across, and now you realized it is not real living tiger, but it is only a stone tiger. Tiger is there. Tiger is there. Tiger has not gone anywhere. But the concept of tiger, whether it is living or it is stony, it is changed. The concept is changed altogether. Now you have forgotten your problem. Lightning was only for a moment, and at that lightning light, you have seen it clearly. Once you have seen it clearly, can you believe the tiger is living one? Can you? Let there be again darkness overpowering the whole forest. Yet you are not afraid. On the other hand, you will take shelter near the tiger. In the same way, the wise people, they see this world which is terrifying, which is illusory, which is not clear to you, ever changing, that becomes clear to you. It is not changing phenomena, it is a constancy. It is the continuous state of that equilibrium, that is the absolute truth. World is not at all there. It is not only illusory, it is no more seen. Just as the living tiger disappears the moment you see the light, your behavior becomes easy, and that living tiger is evaporate as it were, where nobody knows. In the same way, the wise people, they see the world. We call it illusory, but it is neither illusory nor changing, ever changing. It is not at all there. It is just like a living tiger the concept of living tiger and the stone tiger, or it is like a snake superimposed on the rope, or water in the mirage. Once you know there is no water in the mirage, how do you behave? Will there be any difficulty? Will you run behind the mirage for water? Once you know there is no water. In this way, knowledge helps you to behave properly. So there is no question how to behave. You will behave just as you behave in the dream or in sleeping state, without any difficulty. So in this way, knowledge helps you to behave properly, without any difficulties, without any problem. So the question is not how to behave in this world, illusory world, but the question should be how to realize the truth. Understood now? How to realize the truth? And the answer is, whatever we are doing, it is only for the attainment of the goal or the realization of the truth, your own self. Whatever we are doing, if you are serious, if you are very honest in your seeking the truth, then the progress will be rapid, or else the nature does everything which leads you to realize the truth. Whatever we do, it is only not to do it. And in the end, we reach inaction state. And that is called the truth. You realize the truth. Whatever we do it not to do it again. But by mistake, by habit, we are forced to repeat it again and again, though we stop it again and again. Every action, whatever we do, it has got an end. We stop it after a while, and again we start it. Do you go on eating continuously? You eat to appease your hunger, and you stop it for a while. And then again when you feel hungry, again you eat. In this way, because of our wrong habits, we repeat the same thing again and again, and that brings our problems. If you can stop everything forever, that means you can keep quiet forever. All the troubles end there. So our spiritual practice is to minimize our mental function and our sense perceptions, minimize as much as we can. Control. Sensory control. And In the end, stop it. That is called meditation. Not doing anything. And yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, path of knowledge, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, all other yogas, they help you,
They lead
they
towards the
lead you towards this inactive state. That is called meditation, and then samadhi, and then realize the truth. Establish yourself on the inactive state. And that is what we were discussing on the pranayam. Pranayam, when you observe your prana going out and coming in, and you observe the juncture between the both, that is called kumbhak. When you establish yourself in the kumbhak state, then that is called the absolute equilibrium state, and that is the eternal life. Eternal life, what our Chiranjeevi, eternal being, our Bhushanji was explaining to Vashistha. We are explaining, we are discussing the same thing. How to behave. If you are sincere and honest, if you are keen in your practice, then you have to adopt some of the path given by all these yogic ways, yogic masters, and you can behave properly in this world. This is how we have to live in this world. Though living in this world, not relying upon it and not being attached to it, not being a slave to our senses and our mind. This is how we have to live. You have to practice sincerely every moment. All the life should be a practice of spirituality, though you are living in the world. Do whatever you are doing. Whatever comes in the way at present, don't reject it, don't accept it, let it come by its own way, and go on with it. Don't plan for the future. Don't look behind on the past. Live at present. Accept the present situation. No complaint. This is how we can live in this illusory world. Okay? Enough? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Again, if there will be question on this, we shall discuss next time. Now the second question. The second question, most interesting, our Radha Krishna Sharmaji. He said, he asked how to overcome this drowsy condition,
Dream state condition.
dreamy state.
While contemplating on Japa.
Yes. The only way to increase sattva, sattva. You see, prakritehe kriyamanani guneihi karmani sarvasa. Nature does all the actions by disbalancing the three qualities, that is sattva, rajas, tamas. When tamas is powerful, this drowsy condition comes and we go to sleep while hearing stories and hearing some discourses. Mind gets concentrated and it leads towards the tamasic state. So we get sleep. And when the rajas is powerful, there will be, of course, little tamas and sattva, but rajas is powerful, overpowering both sattva and tamas. Then one goes on doing actions by his senses vigorously, and when sattva rises, sattva is more powerful, then naturally we try to do some good things or some spiritual practices and doing worship or contemplation or reading some spiritual books. Somehow or other, we do some good things, which good means which help us to reach the goal. That is called good, which obstructs us to reach the goal. That is called bad. Whatever is goal, no question. If your goal is realization of the truth, whatever helps it, that is called good. Whatever obstructs it, that is called bad. Whatever may be your goal, the helping hands are called good and obstructing ones are called bad. That's all. So somehow or other we must try to increase our sattva, the divine qualities. That's why we have to practice whatever is given in our spiritual practices. Say, speak the truth, observe celibacy, yama niyam, follow yama niyam, sadachar, etiquette, or good conduct, respecting the elders, helping others at the time of need, sharing with others, serving others at the time of need, and loving each other, having brotherhood, a sense of brotherhood, feeling for others, and sharing whatever you have with others. All these ways are purificatory process. Purificatory process means it leads you to enhance sattva. Sattva leads you to oneness. The limit of it is oneness. So this is how we can overcome our problems.
Swami, there is one more question which has come.
Yes.
So two questions we have answered. There is one more question. I'll repeat again. So one is remaining from our Mataji Gayatri Devi US.
Yes.
And one question has come from Sam Infinity. What is the advantage of bringing awareness to our experience? What is the advantage of bringing awareness to our experience? Is yoga, bracket में लिखा harmony, the state of absolute equilibrium?
What is
the advantage of bringing awareness to our experience? I mean,
okay. Now the other question of Gayatri Mataji first. That is
in the current conditions of the world,
yes.
There is so much suffering. Those of us who want
How to help others?
It's hard to know how much to get involved. So there's a question. It's hard to know how much to get involved in worldly affairs or keep quiet or stay to herself.
Yes.
She wants to help, but she doesn't know to what extent she has to help.
Yes, yes.
What is her responsibility?
How much we can help?
Shall we keep quiet or to what extent should we go in?
Yes, to the answer of Gayatri Mataji, how much we can help others? The answer is so simple, according to your capacity, according to time, situations and conditions of your own self. When you have got some money in your pocket and a hungry man is asking you something to eat, you have to see your pocket, how much you have and what for you have that amount. Say 100 rupees you have. Now you have some plan for 100 rupees.
What is the medicine?
To purchase some medicines or to purchase something for yourself or for your house. You have 100 rupees or whole 100 rupees is only for charity. That you know according to time, situation and conditions. You know it. None else can guide you in this fact. It depends upon you. You have to see what is your conditions, how much you have, which means what is your capacity. According to your capacity, you can help. Maybe the internal meaning of this question, should I give up everything or shall I keep something for myself? This is the inner meaning of the question.
Possibly, yes. That is what
yes. 100 rupees I have in my pocket. Now I had some plan to purchase some medicines for me and to give some amount to some others, or maybe nothing I can say, everything I have to use for myself. Then that is to be considered according to your own mental condition. You see, there is a formula. What the action has reaction, equal and opposite reaction. Whatever you do, it is if you do some service to others, it is known as selfless service, if you do, it is known as worship to God. And if you can surrender, that depends upon you. If you can surrender 100%, then your worship is 100% perfect and you achieve Godhood 100%. If you share a portion of your possessions for others, with others, then that much you will get back. How much, whatever will be your action, the reaction will be just opposite and equal. In some cases, it becomes double, triple, 4 times. That's why Satpatre Dhyate Danam. If you give something, some food to a hungry man who is not, who has not eaten for 2-3 days, he is so much hungry, and you are giving some food to him, belly full, to his full satisfaction, then you will get 100% result. And if you are giving it with love and affection and without expecting the return from him, then 100%. Yes.
Swami, just adding to your point, can we say that, depending on the sensitivity of time, conditions, and situation, we do this kind of charity. For example, doing a normal bhandara is always a charitable cause, but at the time when there is a greater cause, like doing a quarantine, then you do more selfless. It all determines better.
It depends upon you to see the time, need of the hour, situation, conditions, and conditions includes your mental condition, your capacity, your feeling for others. It will not be same in everybody. Everybody also. It will be different. Everyone is different from each other. So your feeling will be different from my feeling. The same example I was giving you, if you are giving full food to the hungry man's full satisfaction with love and affection and without expectation of anything in return, whatever you get, that will not be equal to you are giving with a haphazard. These fellows, they come and trouble us. Come on, take this 4 rotis, 4 chapatis, which will be half for his food. It will not be full. Will you get full result? Suppose you have abused him and given 1 roti and driven him out of the gate. How much you will get? You will get something. Nahi kaschit kalyanakrit durgatim tat agachati. Another formula is there. No good action will go in vain. It will have some result. Of course, bad actions also will have some reaction. No action will have no reaction. Means every action will have reaction. Nobody can overcome it. So if it is a good action, it will have good reaction. If it is bad action, it will have bad reaction. No action will go in vain without having any result. Whether you expect it or not. That's why it is said, why should you expect? Without expectation also you are going to get the result. So is it not foolishness to expect the result and being worried for it? Is it not foolishness? Misunderstanding. To expect the result which is bound to come is foolishness only.
So nowadays, Swamiji, charity has become very mechanical. It doesn't come by heart. I mean, people
Yes,
think that this will have the opposite result. That's why they do it.
See, just now I was writing something on service. Service should be spontaneous. Service is sharing with others. Service leads you to love others, to unite with others, to be one with others. Service leads you to purify your heart and mind. Service leads you to a meditative mood afterwards. And service helps you to realize the truth, oneness with everyone. And finally, the absolute one. So, service is a must. Isavasyam idam sarvam yena jat kinchid jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha magriddha kasyasidhanam. Whatever is there in this world, it will be I and my. So whatever belongs to you, it is only God. So it must be shared with others which are gods only. Form of God. Forms of God. If that God feeling is there in the service, your work becomes worship. If there is no selfishness, if there is no I, then it becomes worship. So it depends upon your personal personal
Feeling and emotion.
personality, your own personality. How much you can, in what feeling you do, and in what condition you are doing.
What state of mind?
What state of mind, what feeling you are having, that depends upon you. There is no universal decision over it. We cannot say universally anything over it. The person is...
He has his free will to choose.
Yes, the person is important there. So, you have to judge yourself. What to do, how much to do, and to whom you are doing. Sometimes we help our kith and kins. we have some internal relationship feeling and we help others. And sometimes we don't have any relationship, we don't have any expectations from others, we help others. That everything depends upon the person. Okay? You have to decide. And how to decide, I have given you the facts and figures. The other question now.
What is the advantage of bringing awareness to our experience? I meant to say when she's experiencing meditating and also bringing an awareness.
Yes.
Is yoga a harmony, the state of absolute equilibrium? She want to make it feel कि awareness अगर आती है ध्यान में तो कैसा, how does it help you?
To this question, how does this help you? This experience of truth or equilibrium or kumbhak you are doing,
Yes, I think.
and practicing all these meditation and all these. How much, in what way it helps you?
But Swamiji, experience and awareness aren't relatively opposite to each other. When you are in Kumbhak Sthiti and experiencing, how can you be aware that you are experiencing, or can it be? I don't know, it's possible or not.
This also again, it depends upon you to experience. You know how much it helps you. It is just like if I eat, in what way, how does it help me? Is this not the same question?
For that, but the taste can be only felt by me.
Yes.
How tasty it is can be
How
felt.
much it helps you, you know.
Uh,
And the symptoms, of course, I can give you. It does help you. It helps you positively, but you can feel it whether you are progressing in the path or not. The milestones will be inner satisfaction. You feel more and more satisfied, more and more contented, less and less involvement in worldly affairs, less and less desires for enjoyment of the sense objects. That will be lesser and lesser slowly. And you will feel contented inside. You will feel a type of satisfaction, that is contentment. You will feel yourself, and you will feel a type of patience in doing things. Patience. Your patience will be enhanced. You will not be irritated by unwanted situations. That is very important hints to know you are progressing. You will not be irritated by unwanted situations and conditions. Your mental state will be very accepting and very balancing. You will have more deep intellectual feeling how to judge the situation, and your bad quality, that is anger, lust, greed, they will trouble you less and less slowly, and you will have feeling of control over it. You will feel yourself control over it. Though you will be angry, your anger will be under control. It will be showy only. Though you will be greedy, it will be showy greediness. Inwardly there will not be greediness. So all these control over the negative qualities, you will feel yourself. That is the gain. You will feel more and more control yourself. Control means you have now feeling of controlled senses. Your eyes will not wander here and there to see everything at its will. Your eyes will be under your control. Whatever you want, that you will see. Whatever you want, that you will hear. That means you will have more withdrawal of the senses, and you will feel introvertness of the senses. These are the milestones, these are the gains, profits. Sam, dam, and yam, and santosh, and samta, samadriti. All these will be, you will feel yourself that your divine qualities are getting stronger and stronger, and demonic qualities, negative qualities, they are getting weakened and weakened. These are the plus point. These are the symptoms also of your progress. In this way, you will be able to solve the worldly problems also easily. Life is full of problems, and especially this modern life. Wherever you go, there will be problems, and you will be able to solve the problems easily, more easily than before. Your mind will be able to judge, your intellect will be able to judge the situation and take the decision.
Mind will be very stable, poised.
Yes.
Deep.
All these are the plus points. This is what you get. So in this way, our spiritual practice, our progress in meditation helps us in day-to-day worldly life. It helps us.
Swamiji, one more question.
Yes.
Sorry, but disturbing you.
No disturbance.
This is from Michelle Monaco. She's
Yes.
saying, awareness is like the lightning in the forest, isn't it?
Yes.
Uh, this is the question actually. It is in line with the same question of Sanjay, which he asked, what is the advantage of bringing awareness to a worldly experience? So in line to this question, what you are answering, he is asking, Michelle ji is asking, awareness is like the lightning in the forest, isn't it? I think you answered, yes, it is.
Yes.
This is a yardstick.
Lightning.
This is a yardstick to check your progression.
Yes. Lightning means knowledge. Light means knowledge. So knowledge helps you to eradicate ignorance. That means clarity is more and more. And when you are fully aware, that means fully clear.
And it is possible to define the awareness. How can we define the awareness? Is awareness is awareness? How can we define
Awareness is
How can we
awareness.
define it? How can we define it?
That is the same thing, light or knowledge or awareness. In different words, they are synonymous words.
Not awareness is awareness.
Awareness is light, light is knowledge, knowledge is realization of the truth, clarity of the truth, revelation of the truth. Everything is same.
Like we are not aware in deep sleep, we are not aware. That is unawareness at that time.
Yes.
But after awakening, we can.
You are aware.
Yeah. But in meditation,
Aware of what?
sleeping, deep sleep.
Aware of everything. You know what is ignorance now. You know what is knowledge now. You know what are you now. What are you doing? What are you experiencing? Everything you are aware of. Experience is called awareness.
But in meditation, that awareness becomes continuous. It is not like in deep sleep. In deep sleep, actually we are not aware while sleeping. We are totally unaware. But in meditation and dhyana,
I will stop all these questions with one word. Awareness is complete equilibrium, peace. Where no questions arise. That is called absolute awareness. Shanti, the silence. Silence is called awareness. That silence can see the noise, disturbance. It can see. That is witnessing also. And that witnessing also with eye, without eye. It is complicated. You see, there are so many complications. The moment you start speaking something, complication starts. So, absolute silence. That is called awareness. Real awareness. And on real awareness, we can explain it. We can explain what is awareness. That is your real awareness. Real awareness is silence. That is what I understand. I can speak most this much. Now all the questions. Now silence. Now complete silence. The silence is equilibrium. Silence is our kumbhak. Silence is the sandhi. Silence is contentment. This is called samatvam also. And words are different, but they mean the same. one thing. Absolute silence. That is called eternal life, which is being explained by our Vashistha, our Kakabhushan ji to Vashistha ji. He is explaining about his eternal life, how it is possible, and how do you live eternally without being perturbed by creations and dissolutions. Now, I think I have answered all the questions as per my capacity and understanding. So let us come to our point now. ब्रह्मांड बाह्य पदार्थों के विषय में सुप्त होकर मैं जगत का असत्ता देखता हूँ और अपने भीतर प्रबुद्ध होकर हाथ में बेल की तरह आत्मा की सत्ता देखता रहता हूँ, इसीलिए चिरंजीवी हूँ. Bhushan ji is explaining about the same thing, whatever we have discussed now on all these questions. Is telling to Vashistha ji, ब्रह्मन बाह्य पदार्थों के विषय में सुप्त होकर I am asleep towards the, means I don't perceive the outward world. बाह्य जगत बाह्य विषय में सुप्त होकर जानिसा सर्वभूतानां तस्य जागृति संयमी जानिसा यस्याम जागृति तस्याम जागृति संयमी means where the world is aware, means world see the visible world, the people see, ignorant persons see the world as truth. It is untruth for the realized soul. He never sees anything, that means it is night for him. The world is a night for the wise man. And wise man is awake in the truth. He is aware of the truth. That is night for the worldly people. They don't see it. Darkness for the unknown is darkness. It is for the worldly people. Just a opposite of each other. So now he says, I am unable to see anything in this world, means names and forms, or triads, doing, done, or doer, all these I don't see. I see only one truth. Jagadev Hari Hi Harireva Jagat. Harireva Jagat Jagadeva Hari. World is truth, truth is world. There is no difference between the truth and the world. Just as there is no difference between the picture and the screen. Picture and the screen behind it is one and the same. Just as one sees the burning fire in the picture, he is not afraid of the burning fire, forest fire. He is not afraid of it. The forest fire of the picture cannot harm you. Though you see the burning fire. On this there is a joke. Our Vishalji is, he knows it. Once, two friends, they were seeing some wildlife serials in the television, and and a lion was chasing some deer. So the deer gets out of the scene in the screen, and the lion is coming forward. So one friend is opening its umbrella and showing towards the lion, towards the TV screen. The other friend is banging him. Oh fool! Do you know it is in the television screen? It is not real lion, and you are opening your umbrella and showing towards him to save yourself. What a fool you are! You are seeing only the lion on the TV screen. So the person is replying, I am not fool. You are a fool. You are a fool. I know it is in the television screen, but I know it. But the lion does not know that it is in the television. The lion does not know it. It will bounce upon me. You fool! Do you think I am such a great fool?
Swami, but with the name of Sardar, it is much more better.
I know it is in the television, but the lion does not know it is in the television. In the same way,
The wildfire in the screen doesn't
why the wildfire, the forest fire does not know that it is in the picture only, but it is burning. The wise man knows this world is a picture only, so he is not concerned about this outward world. He is sleeping towards the outward world, and inwardly he is awakened, he is enlightened. He sees the truth as you see a fruit on your palm, so clearly that clarity is 100%. No doubt, without any doubt. That is how he lives in the eternal truth. Maharaj Girna Bidirna Avayavan se Sithil Chin Chudha Churnit एवं विनष्ट हुए सब अतीत अनागत और वर्तमान के पदार्थों को विकार शून्य आत्मदृष्टि के कारण नवीन पदार्थों के सदृश देखता रहता हूँ, इसलिए विकार शून्य दीर्घजीवी हूँ। वो कह रहा है जो पुरातन उसको मैं नूतन के रूप में देखता हूँ, नित्य पुरातन नित्य नूतन के रूप में देखता हूँ। कैसे? He sees the ever old objects as ever new. He never sees anything as old. That means it is
beyond time.
beyond time. That means beyond time.
He sees
There is
newness
no
in
question.
everything. He sees newness in everything. Nothing is old.
Some important point we have to see here. At the time of our practice of spiritual life, we emphasize upon the present time. Time is really present. There is no past, there is no future. We have to live at present. That is what we discuss again and again. Life is at present. The past is gone. It is dead. So it is lost forever. And future is unseen, uncertain. So it is also, it is not called life. So life is really at present. So one has to live at present, accept whatever comes in the way by its own accord. One has to accept it without any if or but, without any complaint. That means no rejection, no acceptance, no complaint. Whatever comes, it is okay. That is what we see. But a step ahead, you have to be very attentive to understand this point. We say there is no past, there is no future, only present is ever present. That present, we have to understand it is the eternal present. Eternal present, that is not time. This fact we have to understand clearly. Present is not a time. It is not under time. It is eternal presence, which is the eternal equilibrium also, which is eternal life also, which is never changing. So never changing constancy is ever old, ever new. Never old, never new. Old and new, these are only words
to describe the state of
yes.
life.
So he is using these words, the ever old, whatever is already old means no certainty is there, gone, not in our hand. That is past and future also. Future, is it old or new? It is unknown, so it is ever new, ever old, anything you can say. The present is known, the present is new. We may say relatively in our ordinary language, the future will be ever new, coming newly. But, but really speaking, from other angle, it is never new because it is never known.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Something which doesn't exist cannot be said like is.
Yes. So from this angle, future is ever old. Old means not known, gone case.
Swamiji, that's a real experience.
Real experience is present.
Only present.
Yes.
Again and again telling, being present.
The real experience is at present. So he says, the old is destroyed and it's everything has become inactive. Everything is disturbed and destroyed and gone and crossed, and the future also, it is not something which we can explain in that way. The so-called present also, if you say present is a time factor, then present also is not there. Again, coming to our that juncture can be seen. The sandhi, the gap can be seen from both angles. One angle is continuous, other angle is ever changing. That gap hanging between the two, pendulum hanging between the two extremities. This side one, other side another, and the doubt in between is gap. Doubt also is at present, and continuous existence behind it also is
Present.
in between. So from both angles it is different from each other. From different angle, different aspects we can see.
So every present time which we call time is not a real time, but it
Yes.
interprets the eternal presence.
Yes, this so-called our present time is not time, it is beyond time. It is beyond time, that means ever present. Presence, the ultimate presence is ultimate existence. That is the ultimate constancy, which is eternal. That is the eternal life. I am never disturbed by all these time factors, old or new, past or future, nor by present even. I am never disturbed by present. I never see any present as time, but I see the present as the continuation.
स्वामी जी, अगर इसी एग्जांपल को सागर और बूंदों में अगर देना पड़े तो कैसे देंगे? बूंदे जो है that is a present time and sagar is a eternal presence, but
Yes.
every time the bubbles come up,
Bubbles.
it exists in a present time, but actually it is not a present
Yes,
time.
no.
The eternal presence is the
Eternal presence in the background. That is its
and
existence.
every time the bubble comes out, the present time is intermixed with the eternal
Yes,
presence.
yes.
Because it comes from the eternal presence.
Yes. This is our relative present time is situated or existing on the eternal presence.
उसी में से तो आता है.
Yes. So there was some great saint in South India. is Santi Ashram. Santi Ashram. It is in Andhra. Our Swami's name was I'm forgetting. He was great friend of our Swami Chidanand Maharaj, and
Omkarananda.
no, not Omkaranand, not Omkaranand. Santi Ashram Swamiji.
Shanti Ashram is in
Andhra
Andhra Pradesh or Kannur?
Pradesh.
Not in Kannur.
No.
It is Papa Ramdev.
In Papa Ramdas Ananda Ashram.
Ananda Ashram, Kannur.
This is Santi Ashram. Santi Ashram is in Andhra. I had been there, and I have not seen the Swamiji. His disciples I have seen. They are very much admirer of our Chidanand Swamiji, and he used to pray, "Oh ultimate presence, oh ultimate presence, salutations and prostrations unto thee, ultimate presence." Ultimate presence is ultimate existence and the supreme truth. Oh ultimate presence, salutations and prostrations unto thee. So our Kakavsanji is never disturbed by this old and new. He sees everything as ever new. महाराज सुखी पुरुष को देखकर मैं सुखी होता हूँ, दुखी जन को देखकर दुखी होता हूँ, सभी के लिए मैं प्रिय मित्र हूँ, इसलिए विकार वर्जित चिरंजीवी हूँ. ओ वशिष्ठ जी, Bhushan ji says, I feel happy when I see a happy man. I am one with him. That is what we were discussing now. Service means oneness with the others to whom you are serving. If he is happy, you are happy. If he is unhappy, you are unhappy. That is what he is telling. I feel happy when I see a happy man. I feel unhappy when I feel an unhappy man. And I am one with everyone. So I am friend of everyone. So the whole world is my friend. I am never disturbed by it. And this is the cause for my eternal life. मैं आपत्ति काल में, when he said अतीत and भविष्य, अनागत, past and future and present, he meant about the creation and dissolution and after the time after dissolution. There will be a gap between the creation.
After dissolution and creation.
Yes, after the dissolution and creation, there will be a gap that is called Kalaratri. Kalaratri.
That is beyond event horizon?
Yes, that is called Kalaratri, that is called black hole. No creation, no dissolution. In between, he meant on that. He was describing on that point. So he is an eternal being. So he is never disturbed by creation or dissolution, and he remains same in the in between also. So in that Kalarati also he keeps up his existence in the absolute existence. He keeps up his existence. Then the question comes whether he is different from the keeps up his existence means is it different identity or same identity? How can it be same identity when everything is one? So this question can never be answered unless you feel oneness with it. How does the pot sky feel when the pot is destroyed and again another pot comes in the same place? How does that pot sky feel? Whether it feels one with the absolute sky or different from it, only it can say.
तो वही होगा अगर आपका दूसरा शरीर लेती तो उस समय की क्या फीलिंग है?
Only the pot sky will tell its experience. We can never express it in language. Neither it feels oneness, nor it feels difference from the oneness. So in this way, these are the causes for his eternal life. So tomorrow we shall see further. For today, thank you. And if some other questions are there, we can answer it tomorrow. And I have tried my level best to solve the questions, but I am not satisfied with my answer because all these questions are super questions. The answer will be only silence. So I didn't keep silent. I was speaking, so I am not fully satisfied with my answer to these questions. Sorry. Sorry. Silence is the only answer to all these questions. These questions, whatever you have put, they are super questions. Very much, many thanks to all of you for the questions also. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasichyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Sabda Brahma ki jai. Saraswati Maharani ki jai. Jagavasirji Bhagavan ki jai.